I feel like it's going to be something somebody needs to hear. They may not want to hear, okay, but needs to. Because there's some body stuff going on, all right? There's some body stuff, aches, pains, things like that. I'm also getting PMDD. So there could be a lot of issues around extreme PMS for some of my Virgos here. Also some neck, some back issues. We need to get a bit more diligent about going to the doctor, changing our diet, allowing ourselves to stretch, exercise, move. And I'm also hearing seek out some therapy, especially if you have anything that is affecting your mood, right? Like extreme PMS. But if there's some mood disorders, some type of mental disorders, like it's time to start really getting into this. All right. Spirit is very clear on that. But also, somebody don't want to hear this, but you need to get very confident. All right. Somebody is really needing to get confident and courageous. Don't allow yourself to be afraid. All right. So there could be something coming up very big. There could be a conversation that you are needing to have with some people or at your job or something. You know, I'm feeling a bit of fear, even attached to those issues. You know, like a lot of times we avoid going to the doctor or really taking care of ourselves because of a deeply rooted fear. But I'm also getting just in general, like there's a fear the spirit is wanting me to pick up on. And it's like, it's time to get fearless, brave, you know, really take the courageous actions that you need to take, because it's going to get you on the other side of fear, and that's where you want to be. You know, this side of fear that you could be on has kept you complacent. It has kept you, you know, quiet. It's probably kept other people happy or complacent. And it's like, no, spirit is trying to move some things around in Leo season, okay, by way of the Virgo. So there is a lot of this. That's why I feel like your body needs to be in tip top, like your energy needs to be in tip top. I just feel like there's a very powerful mission, that some Virgos could be out there, you know, getting the call for. Yeah, I'm picking up too on a Virgo that right now, especially as we're retrograding in Saturn's retrograding, I feel like there are some of you that are needing to get back diligent on your spending habits, diligent on budgeting, right? So that you can have the lifestyle that you're wanting. I feel like somebody could be feeling a bit held back financially, or held back, or not even held back, but maybe you are set back. Right? But the comeback is going to be real here. All right. You are going to be provided for. You are going to be taken care of. And you are going to be able to do this not only for yourself, but for other people, you know, really like taking care of things and people. But you have to make sure that your cup is full, that you are where you need to be. So it's time to get very disciplined to get you back to the place that you once were, or, you know, to experience this comeback, right? There's definitely some of that. And I'm also feeling somebody, it could be really wanting to ask for a raise, ask for a promotion, really start to let people know that you have the desires to expand at your job, in your career. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of this, like you don't want to continue to be held back, or to be like feeling like you've hit your ceiling. Right? I feel like there is a very expansive Virgo that is tapping into this message, and Spirit wants to let you know that it's time to get very disciplined so that you can expand, right? So that you can have more, be more, experience more. Let's see. Look, with that Leo, what am I saying? The Leo energy is heavy. I feel like two very significant, but the 8-8 portal, I'm going to do a special reading for us Virgos for the 8-8 portal, but that Lionsgate portal is probably why this energy is building. It's time to get bold. All right. It's time to get bold. But it's also time to look at yourself in a way of like, improving, bettering yourself, bettering your situation, bettering your body, really doing that here. But I'm also getting there some enjoyment. So there could be some Virgos that are needed to dial it back some. For some of you, it's like, no, let's get intense. Let's really lock in. But for some of you, it's like dialing it back. Really just being able to enjoy the moment, get out, go to a show, explore some things, have some happy moments. It doesn't have to be so serious all the time, Virgo. Like, there are a lot of things that are serious in nature that could be going on in your life or that you're experiencing. But at the same time, like, Spirit's like, you've got to also know when to have a little fun, let loose a little bit, because this did want to be in the reverse, but I'm honoring them in the upright. But when it shows that way, it's like there's a lack of some sort of happiness, joy, exploration, really getting out there, probably even like social media. You could be taking a break from social media, not really wanting to get into it because you're so locked in, but like, Spirit's like, don't forget to have some fun. All right. Laugh a little, be seen a little, pop out when you need to. I feel like there's a Virgo that wants to get dressed, but maybe you haven't been feeling the best or in the best place financially. But Spirit's like, that's going to happen for you. You just have to make room for this, make room for it, because it can be that. All right. Let me get one more, and then I'm going to get a few of the tarot. What I say with that refill? Can I get a? All right, refill. Yeah, you can. But what was I even saying? Like, Spirit is definitely connecting me with the Virgo that needs to remember to make sure that you're filling your own cup. Make sure that you are refilling your own cup so that you can be so much more for other people. But there could be some amazing conversations, some first dates coming in. That's why I said be bold. I feel like there might be a Virgo that's being called to make the first move, because if you have this goal of experiencing love and wanting partnership and wanting to have a marriage or something, that's not for everybody. But if that is a desire of yours, you have to kind of be a part of the process, right? They're not going to just knock on your door. So you have to be able to initiate conversations or, engage in conversations, be inviting, make eye contact with people, right? Just have some conversations. Don't got to be too heavy. But I just feel like that's where you can really start to have the goals. Like, a lot of this energy I'm picking up on is like, if you want to achieve this goal, you have to do X, Y, and Z, right? If you want to experience this comeback, you have to get very diligent about your business, your finances, what have you. You might need to start looking for new jobs that pay more or newer positions. You might have to be bold and start asking for what it is that you need and want, and really taking care of your body so that you have the endurance, right? You have the physical energy to even get out here and do it. So just really start to think about this. The last card was the No More Parties with Coi Leray. I'm off to better things. I'm only doing shit that's gonna make me elevate. Only want people around that's gonna make me better. What was I saying? There's some Virgos that want to be better. You want to experience better, see better, feel better. It's about to be a breakthrough. Like, this 8-8 portal, I feel like already is going to be a breakthrough. Definitely be sure to keep an eye out for the 8-8 Lionsgate portal reading that I will do for us Virgos. I would love to go live, but I don't have enough subscribers at this point, and I'm okay with that. But there is something that is breaking through for the Virgos here. There is something breaking through for the Virgos. I feel like, again, like Hal was saying, there's a lot of this focused energy, and there's a Virgo that is too focused. You're very laser focused, or you're needing to get very focused, right? So this is the dynamic that we're dealing with. All right, I feel like there's a higher vibration that some Virgos are about to experience, or you are currently experiencing, where things have been low. You've probably been around some low vibrational people. Your body has been in a low vibrational state, right? So a lot of anger, a lot of built up frustration, pain. Your body's holding pain. Your moods are up and down. There's somebody very emotional, very emotional, a lot of crying, a lot of releasing, right? Because we just went through this crazy full moon in Aquarius. So it's like, this is clearing the way. This is raising your vibration. And this is aligning you to some better shit. Okay? A better experience than what you've experienced in the recent past. All right? So just keep in mind those messages here, Virgo. Look at that. I'm not going to keep those. Because I'm just not. Hermit at the back of the deck, but I do feel there's a lot to celebrate coming up here. All right. You're going to put in the work. You're going to put in the work, and you're going to make a lot of things happen for you to be in a better place than you've been. I really feel that way, Virgo. I feel it very strongly. Be sure to like this video. Get in the comment section. Let's talk about it. If any of this is resonating, or if you're claiming any of this energy, because it's dope. All right. And the 7 of Wands is just further confirming what I'm saying here. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Have confidence. Challenge those in powers, but also choose your battles wisely. I feel like there's a lot of protection around you too at this point. Like, there's nothing that is going to be formed against you that will prosper. I feel like not even yourself, and I've said this in various readings, but whenever I get 7 of Wands in a reading like this, I feel like there is so much, like, you are in a bubble. You are in a bubble. And somebody, like I said, maybe you feel like you need to protect others from you and your moods and how you're feeling, or you're just really needing to protect and preserve your energy, your life force. And there is nothing wrong with that, right? But I do feel like there's a pop out energy coming through. I can't help it. Look at that with the world. We're getting out into the world. We're showing up, right? We're getting things done. We're going for what we want. We're going for what we want, and we're making sure that our body is able, our mind is able, our spirit is in the right place to do that, right? Yes, spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself. Yeah, you need to do the work now so you can do whatever you want. All right, freedom is coming here for you. But this period is for that. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, not really getting out, not really, just in a place where you could be very focused, all right, on what it is that you're wanting, but at the same time distracted. All right. And Spirit brought you to this message so that you can get back focused. Okay. For some of you are already too focused, and you need to kind of let up a little bit. Okay. You're a little too focused. All right. Have a little fun. Get out. You know what I'm saying? Be a little reckless. All right. But also, confident is on this card, and it's in the reverse. So this is a running theme here. It's time to get confident. All right. Let go of your fears. What was I saying with the moon in the back? And it says, let go of your fears. There's already fears that Spirit is picking up on. Don't be afraid of whatever this is that is coming up for you, that you are going through, that you could be feeling. Don't be afraid. Just make sure that you're paying attention to the signs. Make sure that you are really tapping in and honoring and being obedient to what Spirit is asking of you at this point, especially as it pertains to getting some things done and goals achieved and accomplished. Okay, so I'm gonna end there. Look at that with the releasing, walking away. I'm about to walk away. Because that's what we've been doing. We've been releasing, but we making room for a lot of great things and a lot of better. a lot better things. All right. So I'm sending you so much love and light. I truly hope and trust that I will see you in a future reading. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all later.